Here it was pretty easy to backfill for the most part. I could bring the gravel in with the bucket of my Kubota, dump it directly onto the weeping tile, then I could get at my fill and push that in, so that was all good. It's all easy up though about this corner here, and because of this pile of fill I can't get in here with my little tractor, so I wasn't real keen on wheelbarrowing half a semi-load of gravel. So I thought, if only I had a machine that had an extendable boom and I could put some kind of bucket on it. So I had a little bit of sheeting left over from the floor, so I built myself an 8-foot wide bucket. I put some 1-foot sides on it. Could have gone a little taller with the sides, I thought at first, but then I realized quickly that 3 buckets with this machine dumped into here at 50-foot reach is all this machine can handle. 10,000-pound machine, that's right tight in. At full extension, you're down to a quarter of that, 2,500 pounds. 3 buckets with this thing is 3,000 pounds, so it's completely maxed out. And without outriggers on this machine, there would be no way whatsoever. I've had to beef this bucket up a couple of times, finding my engineering weak spots, but now we got it figured out. So now I can reach over those far sand piles and dump the gravel right up against the footing, saving me an awful lot of back-breaking work. I'm paying to rent this machine, so it's going to work for me. And I'll show you how this goes. Alright, so this is how I do it. I'm going to grab a bucket of stone over here with my Kubota, and I'm not operating too smoothly because I got one hand on the camera here. Get a nice big mouthful of rock. And that is all the tractor can handle. It can lift more, but it doesn't have enough weight to balance it. So I've already dumped one bucket full into the plywood box on the telehandler. So got to be very careful that I don't break my box. That's not good. Got a little too much sand in there. So that's 2 buckets of gravel in my box. And if I get creative, I can usually squeeze 3, more or less 3 full ones in. This will be not quite a full bucket. Pretty close, pretty close. The other 2 were good size. Trying to balance it evenly from right to left as well. It is only plywood and 2x4s after all, and it doesn't like to twist too much. All right. Go jump in this bad boy and bring it over. All right, so the sun just came up here. I had my you can see the light tower in the distance there. I had that running up until about 10 minutes ago. I'm usually out here between 4 and 5 in the morning. I work till 7 or 8 or sometimes longer. Go home, see the family, have a bit of breakfast, and then I got work to do for my regular job, which usually takes me till 5 or 6 in the evening. Have dinner with the family, and usually come and spend the evening here till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. If I'm on a roll and really don't want to quit, then I'll go till midnight, 1, 2 in the morning. If I can't sleep, I'll be back here at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Really, it's just there's lots to do, so if I can't sleep or any amount of time I can, I get out here. Building a house is a lot of work. Building the house is probably the easy part. It's all the other little stuff that takes time. Now, I'm really sorry to have to drive over all of these little poplars, but as you can see, we've got millions of them. And it's amazing. I've driven over a lot of them with my little tractor. It's amazing how they come back, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drive over these ones because I have to get in here, and I'm just not willing to wheelbarrow all of this. My back is already in enough pain. But if I line these up between the wheels, it's amazing how they'll bend over and they will come back. And if they don't, this area is probably going to get developed anyway. This is right beside the house, right beside the garage. So, okay, I'm thinking these trees may not come back. That was pretty harsh. Lining up square to the building when you can't see it is always a challenge too. I got a shovel up there showing me basically where to line up because that was the edge of my last dump. And the more I drive around on these trees, the less chance they're going to recover. So now I can see a little bit of house over there. I think I am kind of sort of square here, but I'm too far over. Too far over. So I push right up against the sand pile to get as close as possible. Parking brake, drop the outriggers. Without those outriggers, this machine is not lifting this load. So watch how it lifts the machine. Then we start booming out. Now, I lost a bit of time here because the last load I did, you see that ratchet strap holding the box on? Well, I had it hooked to the front corners of the box, which is just plywood. And the plywood let go as I was dumping, and the whole box full of gravel fell off. Fortunately, it landed on the downside of the slope, and no harm done other than to spill the last bit of gravel that was in the box. But I had to take a break and reinforce. So now I'm out till, you can see on the boom, I go till I can see the F, and we gotta go and have a look. So I've been climbing sand piles a lot today. You can see my gravel spill. All right, I need to boom out a little bit more. It's not perfectly square, but it's certainly good enough for today, for this moment. We'll go till there. Tilt. Tilting blind is always fun. Okay, I think we're good. So now we're going to boom down until the boom is touching the sand pile. Get that box as low as possible. All right, that brings the box way down from where it was. I think we need to tilt it a bit so we're not having to shovel so much. Totally guessing. Oh, I can hear it running. Oh, I don't like to use the word perfect too often, but that's pretty close. All right. All right, got her all covered. I could probably shove a little more in there.